Get ready to meet a true pioneer. This is the story of Félicette, the first and only cat to go to space. Her journey is one of bravery, curiosity, and scientific discovery. Space, with all its stars and planets, has always made people curious. The vastness of the universe, the twinkling stars, and the mysterious planets have always beckoned us to explore beyond our world. But before humans went up there, some brave animals went first. These early pioneers paved the way for human space exploration, enduring the unknown to help us understand what lay beyond our atmosphere. Dogs, monkeys, even bugs, they all helped us learn about space. Each of these animals played a crucial role in testing the safety and feasibility of space travel. But there's one furry astronaut we don't hear much about: Félicette. Unlike her more famous counterparts, Félicette's story is often overlooked, yet her contribution is no less significant. She's a pretty important cat. Félicette's mission was a landmark achievement in the history of space exploration, and she deserves to be remembered and celebrated. Félicette wasn't just any cat. She was a stray cat from the streets of Paris, chosen for her calm demeanor and suitability for the mission. Her journey from a stray to a space traveler is truly remarkable. She was a stray cat from Paris, picked from a group of 14 cats to go on a super important mission. These cats were carefully selected and trained for the mission, but Félicette stood out among them. This little kitty was about to make history and become a space legend. Félicette's journey to space was not just a scientific experiment. It was a testament to the courage and resilience of all living beings who dare to explore the unknown. Back in the 1960s, the United States and the Soviet Union were in a big competition called the space race. This was a time of intense rivalry and innovation, as both nations sought to prove their technological and scientific superiority. The stakes were incredibly high, and the whole world was watching. They both wanted to be the first to explore space. The race wasn't just about reaching the stars. It was about national pride and demonstrating the capabilities of their respective political systems. Each successful mission was a testament to human ingenuity and determination. But before sending people, they sent animals. These early pioneers were crucial in understanding the unknowns of space travel. They were the unsung heroes who paved the way for human astronauts. Animals are kind of like us, so they were good for testing what space travel would do. Their physiological similarities made them ideal candidates for these groundbreaking experiments. Scientists could monitor their vital signs and behaviors to gather essential data. Monkeys, dogs, and even bugs were sent into space. Each species provided unique insights. Monkeys, with their complex behaviors, and dogs, with their loyalty and resilience, were particularly valuable. Even insects played a role, helping scientists understand the effects of microgravity on smaller life forms. Scientists watched them closely to see how they did. Every heartbeat, every movement was recorded and analyzed. The data collected was invaluable, offering a glimpse into how living organisms could handle the harsh conditions of space. These brave animals taught us a lot about floating in space, space radiation, and the effects of prolonged weightlessness. They helped us understand the challenges of living in an environment so different from Earth, and how stressful space travel can be. The psychological and physical stresses were immense, and these animals endured them all, providing critical information that would later help human astronauts cope with similar challenges. They made it possible for humans to go to space, proving that living things could survive the trip. Their contributions were monumental, laying the groundwork for all future space exploration. Thanks to these pioneering animals, humanity took its first steps into the cosmos. While the US and Soviet Union were getting all the attention, France wanted to join the space race too. They wanted to learn how floating in space affects the brain, so they needed a special kind of astronaut. Cats, with their amazing balance and quick reflexes, were perfect for the job. 14 girl cats, who are usually calmer than boy cats, were chosen. Félicette, whose number was C341, was one of them. She and the other cats started special training to get ready. The training was tough. Félicette, along with other feline candidates, underwent rigorous training sessions designed to prepare them for the harsh conditions of space travel. These sessions included running through obstacle courses to enhance their agility and stamina. The cats had to be in peak physical condition to endure the challenges ahead. The cats went in spinning machines to feel the strong forces of a rocket launch. These centrifuge machines simulated the intense gravitational forces they would experience during takeoff. It was crucial for the scientists to ensure that the cats could withstand these forces without any adverse effects. The spinning machines were just one part of their comprehensive training regimen. They stayed in small rooms to see how they handled being in tight spaces. This was to simulate the confined quarters of the spacecraft. The cats needed to be comfortable and calm in these environments to ensure their well-being during the mission. The ability to adapt to such tight spaces was a critical factor in their selection process. And they had tiny wires put on their heads to measure what was happening in their brains during the mission. These sensors were designed to monitor their neurological responses to the various stresses of space travel. The data collected from these sensors would provide invaluable insights into how living organisms react to the conditions of space. Finally, the big day arrived. The anticipation was palpable as scientists and engineers made final preparations for the launch. The mission had been meticulously planned, and every detail was checked and rechecked to ensure success. Félicette was about to make history. On October 18, 1963, Félicette was strapped into a small spaceship and blasted off on a rocket from the Algerian desert. Her mission? To go into space, float around and have her brain activity sent back to scientists on Earth. The launch was a spectacular sight, with the rocket soaring into the sky, carrying Félicette on her groundbreaking journey to go into space, float around and have her brain activity sent back to scientists on Earth. For 15 minutes, Félicette soared 130 miles above Earth, experiencing the wonders of zero gravity. Her brain activity was continuously monitored and transmitted back to the scientists eagerly awaiting the data. This mission was not just a test of physical endurance, but also a significant scientific experiment. For 15 minutes, Félicette soared 130 miles above Earth before parachuting back down. She did it. The re-entry and landing were executed flawlessly, with Félicette's capsule descending gently with the aid of parachutes. The mission was a resounding success, and Félicette had proven that even a small cat could achieve great things. Félicette, the stray cat from Paris, became the first and only cat to go to space and come back alive. Her journey captured the imagination of people around the world and cemented her place in the annals of space exploration history. Félicette's mission was a testament to the spirit of discovery and the endless possibilities of scientific inquiry. Félicette's mission was a big success. The information from the tiny wires on her head taught scientists a lot about how floating in space affects the brain. They learned how a cat's brain handles space, which helped them understand what might happen to humans in space. Sadly, 2 months later, Félicette was put to sleep so scientists could study her brain more closely. This was a sad part of the story, and made some people question whether it was right to use animals for research. Félicette's story is amazing, but it also makes us think about whether it's okay to use animals for science. Her mission, and the missions of other animal astronauts, taught us so much about space. But it also makes us ask, was learning more about space worth what happened to these animals? It's a tough question, and it reminds us that science should always be kind to animals. Even today, animals still help us learn about space. Mice, rats, and even bugs are sent to the International Space Station to help us understand what happens to living things in space for a long time. They are helping us get ready to send people to the Moon, Mars, and beyond. Félicette's story, even though it's a little sad, reminds us that we should be thankful for these brave animal astronauts. They went into the unknown and helped us reach for the stars. Let's remember their bravery and make sure we never forget what they did for us. So the next time you look at your cat lounging lazily by the window, just remember, cats have been part of humanity's journey to the stars. Félicette's space journey may have been short, but it had a lasting impact on the future of space exploration. Who knows? Maybe one day cats will be exploring distant planet, or at least in the next big sci-fi adventure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this adventure through space history with Félicette, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing stories. Be sure to explore our channel for more captivating animal tales, and check out the video pop-up on your screen. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think cats would do in space? Drop your ideas in the comments below.